Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. I am Cristina Campbell, and I have my niece. My niece with me, Eileen, who her family is staying with us. And I just want to talk to you tonight. In fact, Eileen was saying, Chris, what book would be a great book to start? If I wanted to learn more about essential oils, like from the beginning. And I had just done a recording Monday on diamond miners. So if you go out there, please see that recording, because I was kind of up in arms against a doctor out of the Philippines that was just lambasting.
He's not from the Philippines.
Oh.
He's Australian, but he wants to help people.
Oh, he wants to help people in the Philippines. She thinks he's Australian, but he did talk the language. But he was just lambasting Young Living, and so I just got up in arms and went out on diamond miners and started talking about, maybe doing some research, because we have so many resources. And so I was talking about, the chemistry of essential oils made simple, and the three different schools of thought: the British model, the German model, and the French model. The British model being, they believe in aromatherapy as far as massage and always diluting. And then the German model was always in inhalation. And the French model was ingesting, using it as medicine. And so one of the very first books that I would recommend you reading if you want to know more about the history of aromatherapy, this one is Gatvase's Aromatherapy, and it was written in it was published in 1937 by, it was written by Robert Tesserand. He edited Tesserand, who was one of the original aromatherapists out of England. But Gatvasse was out of France. And I was telling the story about how he had an explosion in his laboratory and had second and third degree burns. I'm letting people in. Second and third degree burns. Oh, there's somebody else. And because he had an explosion in his laboratory, and he had laid his arm in a enamel pan, and he started getting relief right away. A lot of people don't know these stories. I mean, if you've been with me for years, you know, this is the stuff I used to teach way back in the day, way back. And I haven't really talked about it much anymore. So this talks about that explosion, and he actually was the man who coined the phrase aromatherapy, the therapy of essential oils. He was this book is a fascinating blend of ancient and modern knowledge, and aromatherapists will find it as an essential tool of reference. There are extensive notes in here by Robert Tesserand, but it's just a good little book. If you can find it, I think in the United States, you might be able to get it. I've had it for quite a few years. And then I was talking about other resources that you need. So you need to go out and look at that video, so I don't have to repeat myself. But I was talking about the clinical aromatherapy for pregnancy and childbirth. And another really great book is Aromatherapy for Health Professionals. Now, both of these books follow the British model. So you just have to keep in mind that when we talk about essential oils, we're talking about the French model. That's the one that we adopted. So this gives us a good segue into what we're going to talk about tonight as far as Young Living oils. And I'm going to give you, a little bit of my background. I don't know if there's too many new people on here, so it doesn't look like it, but I do want to tell you a little bit of my story and why I got into this in the first place, because sometimes you just got to tell the story. And this is something that I want to encourage you to do. I want to encourage you to tell your story. How did you get into Young Living? Why did you get into Young Living? You need to know why you're going to continue to be a promoter of Young Living and a promoter of health. And my story goes like this. I became very ill after going down and serving time in the Gulf War. My husband and I were in the military. I was stationed in England at the time, and they tapped us to go down to Saudi Arabia for 6 months. When I got back to England, I became sick. I suffered for about 8 years, and one day, and I don't know, sometimes God is a patient God, because evidently he kept trying to get me to look up, and I was just not having it. But this one day I prayed because I was desperate. And a lot of times the Lord allows you to become desperate. I mean, he just lets you go your own path, and then you have to say, you know what, I'm done going my own path because it's not working. And I'm looking at Eileen here. She's so sweet. And so I prayed, and within 15 minutes of my prayer, which was basically, Lord, please help me, I found Young Living essential oils. And they literally changed the trajectory of my illness, and my health became much better. And I'm grateful to this day for God showing me. And so, I wasn't going to do this as a business, but when I saw what the essential oils did, they were so miraculous. I mean, seriously, if you use these oils, you're going to find such a difference in your life that you can't help but tell people about it. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Why do we even care about telling people about essential oils? Because there's just so much to give and so much to get in return from using these oils and these oil infused products. No matter what your reason is for joining Young Living, you can find greater wellness and purpose and abundance through this company. It is amazing. Young Living's mission encompasses all of the aspects and signifies exactly what we're about. Young Living inspires us. It inspires wellness. It inspires purpose and abundance. And it does that by distilling nature's greatest gifts, pure essential oils. Young Living also has a commitment to plant purity and to oil potency. We don't dilute our oils. Young Living continues to grow and inspires millions of people to transform their life. So our mission statement is, we honor our stewardship to champion nature's living energy, essential oils, by fostering a community of healing and a discovery while inspiring individuals to wellness, purpose, and abundance. So that's what I got. I got wellness. I got purpose. And I got abundance. Because I prayed. And God healed me and gave me all of this. Imagine a life of optimal wellness with clear purpose that adds meaning and abundance and allows you to support your family and give back to your community. So I'm going to invite you to come and find wellness, purpose, and abundance tonight, and the freedom to live the life that you choose. We cannot talk about our company without talking about what Gary has given us. Now, this is Gary Young. If you are new, if you're on here and you're new, this is Gary Young. He's passed away. He passed away a couple of years ago. Time flies, doesn't it? But he is the reason that we're here, because he had a passion and a desire to give purpose to others and wellness to others and abundance to others. He grew up with humble beginnings in the rural town of Challis, Idaho, where he developed a profound appreciation for the power of nature. And as he grew into a young man, he supported his own health using pure essential oils. Having dedicated decades to traveling the world and researching the remarkable wellness benefits of these precious oils, Gary is one of the world's most foremost authority. He was the most foremost authority on essential oils. He learned from the best, and he visited distilleries. We're going to see a kind of a little bit of a timeline here in just a minute. He read the books that I have recommended. He read Gatfase's book. He read any aromatherapy book he could get his hands on. I know he owned the complete guide to aromatherapy by Salvatore Battaglia, because this was written before we had an essential oils desk reference. He researched, and we can do the same kind of research. Gary's was one of these guys that never let up on his lifelong mission to share the highest quality essential oils in the world. And I feel that way. Gary Young's personal experience made him and made the company what it is today. He expanded his empathetic nature, and it left us with his commitment. He left us with his commitment to help others in need. He actually helped himself recover from adversity. He had a bad logging accident where he split his head in 3 places and broke vertebra and shattered his scapula. And so when he found the oils, he just knew he had to share them. They helped with his pain. So here's a little bit of a timeline, if you can see this. In 1985, Gary was introduced to essential oils. At that time, he had a clinic in Chula Vista, California, where he was treating cancer patients. And a woman introduced him to essential oils, and he actually went to France and got his first lavender seeds. And so in 1989, he planted his first lavender farm in Spokane, Washington. It was only 1/4 of an acre at that time. In 1994 was when Young Living Essential Oils was established. And then in 1999, Young Living opened in Japan and Australia. It was in 1999 that I got into Young Living. So it was a very, very young company. They had only been around for 5 years. I mean, you look at some of these member numbers. My member number is 6 digits long, 282134. I was the 200,000th person, to come in. And now we're way past that. In fact, they're reusing some numbers, but it's not small numbers like that anymore. In 2005, Young Living opened up the United Kingdom and purchased its 4th farm. In 2009, we opened up in Mexico. In 2010, we established our Omani distillery, which distills our frankincense and myrrh. And in 2011, we opened up in Ecuador and in Singapore. Now, Gary went to Ecuador in 2005 and 6, because it was 2006 that doTERRA started, after taking, our information and all of that. In 2013, we opened up in Canada. Oh, the Canadians were ecstatic. I'll never forget that. We also opened up in Germany and Hong Kong. In 2014, we opened in Singapore. and in Malaysia. And then we've now opened just recently in the Philippines, and we already have diamonds there. But one of the things that Young Living has said recently is that we're going to stop opening up new territories. We had to have too much to take care of with what we already have. So we're not going to be opening up any more territories, but we do have quite a few countries open now, and it's exciting. It's really exciting. If you were to look at the map, these are were some of the places that we had opened up and some of the places that we had our farms. So it's amazing to see that even with so much growth around the world, Young Living remains dedicated to that powerful mission that we discussed earlier. We are a wellness company. First and foremost, we're a wellness company, and we're committed to helping everyone get the healthiest lifestyle that they can. And the thing that I really want to leave you with is that Young Living has to start inside. Wellness starts inside. Our attitude starts inside of us. And Young Living offers an extensive array of nutritional products and essential oils that support our wellness in order for us to live a toxin-free lifestyle. Young Living gives us personal care and household products to ensure that we can benefit from naturally derived products every day of our life, and that they can be a part of our everyday life. With Young Living, you can support your own health and your well-being and be empowered. By living the Young Living's lifestyle, every aspect of your daily life can be enhanced and benefit you. And we can benefit from those essential oils and those products. So most of you know what an essential oil is. It's a volatile substance. And I remember when I was first teaching 20 years ago, I would talk about it's a volatile substance. It is the blood of the plant, and it's derived from different parts of the plant. It could be the root, like in the case of valerian, or the flower petal, like in the case of rose oil, or the bark of a tree, like cinnamon bark, or the bud of a plant, like clove bud, or the rind of a lemon or an orange. So it's derived from different parts of plants, but it all comes from nature, and they all contain the natural smell and characteristics of that plant. We extract most of our oils primarily through steam distillation, and they are very potent, and they are very volatile, and they're very versatile. So some people like to call essential oils nature's living energy. And I will tell you that our oils are probably the only ones that I've ever come across that are living. I'll never forget this story. My husband was in the CAT at U.S. Transportation Command here at Scott Air Force Base. And the CAT is a crisis action team room. And there was a lieutenant colonel on the other side of the room, and Kenneth had opened up his bottle of lavender, and this was 20 years ago. And this woman saw the aura of that oil, and she ran across the CAT, and she went to him and said, "Where did you get that oil?" And he said, "From my wife." And she said, "I've never seen an oil that was alive like this. I have hundreds of dollars." She actually had Tisserand oils. Remember, we spoke of Tisserand when I was talking about that book, the Godfasse's aromatherapy. Yeah, Godfasse's aromatherapy. Tisserand oils came out of England, and they were more pricey, but she had said she had never seen the aura come out of the bottle. many distilleries distill the oils at high temperatures, and it kills that livingness. Or they put too much pressure to the oil, fractionating the molecule. And this is the stuff I've taught for 20 years. Essential oils are volatile. When I use that word, it means that the scent of the oil rises quickly into the air. So it flashes off, is what we call it. But some oils flash off faster than others. Like if you put lavender on one wrist and you put myrrh on another wrist, 10 minutes later, you'll hardly smell the lavender. But the myrrh will last you all day because the volatility of the myrrh is less than the volatility of the lavender. Some people use essential oils to enliven their environment, to support different body systems, or just because they love the scent. I'm sorry. Did somebody have something to say? I'm going to mute you guys because I think we got somebody talking. Okay, I think I got you all muted now. Okay, so that's the definition of volatility, that they can flash off quickly. Oh, and that we can use them for our body systems, or some people like great scents. That's where I was going with that. So I'll never forget my second box of oils was called the Seventh Heaven Kit. And I do have a class that I give. We don't have that kit anymore, but it had 7 oils in it. It had Dreamcatcher and Awaken and Sacred Mountain and Inspiration and Humility and Gathering. And there was one more. But I loved the scents of those oils. And I will tell you that I believe it was those oils that really catapulted my spiritual experience far more than any other oil blend. Those are the most fantastic oil blends on the planet. Get yourself some Sacred Mountain. Get yourself some, I don't think we have Inspiration anymore, but get yourself some Dreamcatcher and some Awaken. Oh my gosh, these oils are incredible. So, essential oils have a great history. And when we were talking about Rene Godpase's book, he was the guy who coined the word aromatherapy. But aromatherapy's been around even way before Rene Godpase. They've been used throughout history in many cultures for their health supporting benefits. The Egyptians used them, the Greeks, the Romans, the Europeans, and the Chinese. They all used them for centuries. I should do one of my really old classes when I made my very first PowerPoints, and how I pieced together little pictures of old distilleries. And it's just old stuff, but it's never too old to learn, right? But they used to use these oils for health and beauty and fragrance and spiritual practices. And there are also, many references to essential oils in historical texts, even the Bible, as we know when I give the class on oils of ancient scripture. So everyone here is not relatively new. So that there are 3 ways to use them: through inhalation, through topical use, and through ingestion. I won't go too far into this, but aromatically, I think we probably use oils aromatically and on the skin more than any other way. I mean, in my water tonight, I have the YL bergamot tangerine drops. Grapefruit, excuse me. I I think it's grapefruit. Yeah. But I don't take capsules of oils all the time. Here's topically, just rubbing it on. I do want to say something. Eileann's little girl, Davina, had a rough patch on the back of her right shoulder. And she had, it was the left. And didn't she say that you used some oils, but
Yeah, I used aloe on it. I'm pretty sure lavender. I even used the rose ointment, lavender lotion, like nothing.
didn't you use
worked.
animal scents too?
Well, no, because it didn't come.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah. So she used all of these things.
it didn't work. But we had this CBD.
Yeah, we had the CBD. And we just covered the rough patch. And the rough patch was probably the size of a $50.
Yeah, I was pretty big on her because she's tiny.
Yeah, she's really tiny. She's only a year old. But so it seemed like a whole shoulder, really.
Yeah.
But we put this little bit of CBD muscle rub on it, Young Living's muscle rub.
No, it was almost on, like you couldn't really see it anymore, and then we put another one on it, and then it was gone.
It was gone completely. So I had some rough spots on my skin, and so I decided to start using it, and it's working.
Oh, wow, that's
That stuff's
cool.
amazing. And I use animal scents and rose ointment and
Yeah.
no, I had gotten bit this summer, and
Oh.
the sores wouldn't heal. And so I used the CBD, and sure enough, I'm telling you, you got to find what works for you. Some people choose to use essential oils internally by adding them to water or to liquid, placing them in a capsule, or taking one of Young Living's oil infused products. Peppermint, for example, can help promote internal healthy bowel function and support overall digestion when taken internally. So remember that. You might want to make a batch of Ningxia Red punch by adding Ningxia Red and a half club soda with a few drops of your favorite oil. We like to add Zing, that'll give it a soda-like thing, and then a nitro. We call this our afternoon pick-me-up mocktail. But we like to add oils like orange or lemon, tangerine. Lime is one of my favorites. Eileann likes lime as well. And so these are some of the ways that we take them internally. Of all the companies out there, why would you choose Young Living above all the others? Because Young Living is, remember this, folks, Young Living is the world leader in essential oils. We believe that your family deserves to harvest the benefit of nature's solutions every day without compromise. Our commitment to purity and stewardship is embodied in a unique proprietary process that we call seed to seal. We no longer use the term therapeutic grade. Ours is seed to seal, purity from seed to seal. No other company on the planet can match what Young Living does to ensure the purity and potency of the highest quality essential oils on the market. This is what you need to tell your people. And here is the seed is a non-hybridized seed. It's organic seed. We cultivate it, we distill it, we test it with over 60 tests, and we seal it and send it to you. That's the bottom line. And we have farms around the globe. And so I've been to the farms in Mona, I've been to the farms in St. Mary's, I've been to the farms in Ecuador, I've been to the farms in Highland Flats, Northern Idaho. So they're real and anybody can go. That's the beauty of it. We believe that you and your family deserve the products that are genuine, free of synthetic chemicals and of unmatched purity. Seed to Seal is both a promise to you and a reflection of our sense of global stewardship. I want to talk to you tonight about the starter bundles. And the reason premium starter bundles is because we have a couple of sales going on, and you may not be aware of this, but the starter bundle on the far left, this is the premium starter bundle with the Desert Mist diffuser. Thank you. Eileann is having to help me tonight. This is 10% off until midnight tonight, and then it's gone. And that's midnight Mountain Standard Time. So another great diffuser bundle that is going to be gone probably after this is the holiday starter bundle. And the holiday starter bundle, look at, that's this middle bundle here. Look at this diffuser carrying case. Now seems to be right now one of the most popular premium starter bundles. Everybody's wanting this because it's less expensive. They're getting 9 bottles of oil and a little diffuser and a carrying case and a Thieves hand sanitizer. So people are loving this, and it is on sale tonight until midnight for 10% off. But you know, a lot of times people don't think about the Little Oilers Premium Starter Bundle. And that's one that Eileen just sold today. I was so proud of her. So can you explain to them what's in that Little Oilers?
So it's basically the Kids Sense line, and it's obviously formulated for your little kids. So if you want to use your oils on kids, this is a perfect way to do it because it's already diluted to their own bodies. So you don't have to put a carrier oil on it or anything. So you just get a owl diffuser. So that's Feather. He has a cousin, but you can't get it with the Kid Sense Little Oilers bundle. And you just get 5 oils with it and the little 2 roller fitments with it, and it's super cool.
Yeah, it's really a cute box. And so don't forget that we have these other premium starter bundles. And also, many people are looking for a healthier lifestyle. They might be athletic or want to get in shape. And one of the things that Ileana told me is when she, after she had Davina and she wanted to lose that baby fat, she started drinking 2 ounces of Ningxia Red a day, and she lost all of her baby fat in how long?
About 3 months, I think.
3 months. And she says she thinks it was because of the Ningxia Red.
I started drinking it not to lose weight. I didn't know that it would do that for me. But then you did a class and then you were talking about it. And I was like, oh, I lost all this weight. I guess this makes sense. Because that was the only thing that I changed. So I started drinking Ningxia Red and I lost all the weight.
Yeah. So don't forget about the premium starter, the Ningxia Red premium starter bundle. It's a great way to get people started on it. So I want to talk to you tonight about the oils in the premium starter bundle with the Desert Mist diffuser. I want to talk about lavender. I want to tell you out of the ordinary that lavender is really, really good for burns. You got a curling iron burn, you have a burn in the kitchen, go for your lavender. This was why this book was written. This book on gut phase aromatherapy. He had those 2nd and 3rd degree burns. They realized that it was analgesic. It had an analgesic effect, so it took the burn pain away, and the healing was 3 times faster than not doing anything to it. This is very calming. And I was reading in Clinical Aromatherapy for Pregnancy and Childbirth that if you have a bloody nose or a nosebleed from hypertension, that it's a good idea to take a small gauze swab soaked in water, to which you can add a drop of lavender and then gently insert this into the nostril. And this is really a great thing to do. If you are suffering from bloody noses because of vasodilation or capillary dilation, as in the case of pregnancy, and Eileen actually went through this, you would choose lemon oil, and you could do the same thing. So you can either put a compress over the nose with either lavender or lemon, or you can insert a soaked swab with a drop of either lavender or lemon. But you can unwind by adding a few drops to a nighttime bath. You can put it in your diffuser at night. You can, this will help to eliminate odors. I love the smell of lavender. Of course, being with it for 21 years, they become your friends. You can also add it to your favorite shampoo. I love Young Living's lavender shampoo, and I'm looking forward to them getting back the lavender mint because I love that. And right now, I think they're even out of the lavender. So I don't know what shampoo they have available.
I think they have the Copaiba.
They have the Copaiba, but Copaiba is good for coarse hair. And so if you have fine, oily hair, Copaiba is not going to do it for you. Nope. But if you, yeah, we learn that. So lavender shampoo, and hopefully it'll be back in stock in no time. I always keep a backup. I teach you guys that to keep a backup, because you never know when they're gonna run out temporarily. Peppermint supports gastrointestinal system. It also supports the sinuses. If you're congested, it promotes healthy bowel function and it maintains efficiency of the digestive tract. It may support performance during exercise. It's going to give you mental clarity. Peppermint is just a great oil to have around, and it comes in the premium starter kit. Lemon, I just mentioned lemon for nosebleeds, but it includes the naturally occurring constituent limonene. If you want to do some research on limonene and its effects on cancer cells, I encourage you to do that. There's over 50 studies on D-limonene and how it causes apoptosis with cancer cells. So lemon is one of those that we want to use. You can enhance your water with it on a regular basis. You can add it to your Ningxia Red. You can, it's in Thieves and it's in Inner Defense. And it supports the liver, as does grapefruit oil, to detoxify, and it increases your immunity. So it enhances the immune system. These are all really important things to remember. And if you can just remember 3 or 4 things about each oil and share it, that would be great. Valor supports the musculoskeletal system. Use it each morning with a positive attitude or to refocus at the end of a challenging day. We also call this oil chiropractor in a bottle. I also use it and tell people to use it if they're going to give a class. Use a little Valor because it'll give you courage. And it is a unique blend of black spruce, which comes from our farms up in British Columbia. And it also has blue tansy, camphor, wood, geranium, and frankincense. Now, we used to put rosewood in it, but rosewood is illegal to export anymore from Peru. So we use camphor wood now. Peace and Calming is another one in your kit. It has a very calming aroma. This is great use during your children's bedtime and for yourself after the house is settled down a little bit. It's got a gentle, sweet blend of blue tansy, orange, tangerine, patchouli, and ylang ylang. And this was one of the first oils that was in my kit. And I fell in love with it then, and I'm still in love with it now. It just kind of brings me back to the beginning. I really do like Peace and Calming. Another oil that's in your kit that was not in my kit when I first started is frankincense. And of course, frankincense has that earthy, balsamic scent. You can diffuse it during meditation for grounding and purpose. I like to anoint my head with it. You can use for massage after activity. It works on everything from a broken head to a broken toe. That was written in the Ibis Papyrus around the time of Christ. It is a key ingredient in Young Living's personal care products because it's great for the skin. It includes the naturally occurring constituent called alpha-pinene, and we put it in the Buswella Wrinkle Cream, in Brain Power, in that oil Awaken that I was talking to you about, Highest Potential, one of my favorites. In fact, Gary said that putting Valor and Highest Potential on your feet before you go to bed at night will really help you to become more aware of what your why is and your purpose. It's also in forgiveness, which is a favorite for many of us as well. Frankincense is awesome. Thieves is in your kit, and Thieves supports a healthy immune system. It may contribute to overall wellness when taken as a dietary supplement. And it includes the oils of Eucalyptus radiata, um, rosemary, clove, cinnamon, and lemon. And people love this oil. It may help to maintain a healthy respiratory system and you might want to take it as a dietary supplement. That's why it's in Inner Defense. We made wassail the other day. Wassail is a German fruit punch. And then we add clove and cinnamon and tangerine to it. So it's very much like adding Thieves to it. You can add 1 drop of Thieves and 2 drops of orange to a beverage. This is going to taste good. Or add 1 drop to a cup of warm water and make yourself a tea. This is a great part of a wellness regime. Thieves contains oils that have been extensively researched, including the naturally occurring constituent of limonene. Remember, we talked about that. And eugenol, which is in clove and cinnamon, and eucalyptol, which is found in both Eucalyptus radiata and in rosemary. So these oils put together are really, really powerful. And tell the story. Tell the story about the 4 thieves of Marseille, or the vinegar thieves, or whatever you want to call them, the thieves during the bubonic plague. This will get people thinking about what's going on in our world today. Citrus Fresh is also in the PSK, but we didn't have it back in the day. I did like Citrus Fresh in my water. In fact, I would put a couple of drops of Citrus Fresh and then a little bit of stevia, and it was just like having a citrus soda. It contains orange, tangerine, mandarin, grapefruit, lemon, and spearmint essential oil. And it's that spearmint that just gives it its kick. This is great for cleaning, for diffusing, because it just makes your environment seem fresh and clean. Some people like to even add this to lotions or to bath and shower gel bases to create an uplifting aromatic experience. You'll note that citrus oils are great for lifting the spirits. I won't use the D word, but if you're feeling a little down in the dumps, I can use that D word. Know that Citrus Fresh will lift that up. And I think I need to diffuse it more around the house. I really do. Because, you get sad. It's that lack of sunlight during this time of year. And we haven't had a whole lot of sunlight. You can add it to your laundry for revitalizing your laundry, and you can add it to Thieves Household Cleaner to enhance its aroma. Citrus Fresh also has naturally occurring limonene, beta pinene, and linalool. Excuse me. Yeah, it's good for skin too, and you can wear it as a cologne. But remember that these citrus oils are photosensitive. So they can darken the skin if you wear them on your face and then you go out into the sunlight. Just be aware. Another oil that's in your kit that I remember we got in one of the Golden Touch kits. We used to have 2 Golden Touch kits, Golden Touch 1 and Golden Touch 2. We still have 1 Golden Touch kit left. And I don't recall which one it is because I haven't bought a Golden Touch kit in a long time. But Raven was in one of those Golden Touch kits. And it is a blend of eucalyptus radiata, lemon, peppermint, Raven-Sara. So it's Raven-Sara that's a single oil, and Raven is a blend. And it also has wintergreen in it. And I'm telling you, it has this cool, minty, sweet scent. I love it. It really supports that respiratory system, respiratory health. So you want to be diffusing this at night if you're having any congestion at all. And I just love the smell of it. I mean, you can just sit and put it in your hands and breathe it in. I love the smell of it. I'm really grateful that that's in our kit now. And of course, Digize is in the kit. Every kit ever put out by Young Living has had Digize in it. We can't live without it. And this can and should be taken with essential zymes to support healthy digestion. It's perfect as a dietary supplement in water when traveling abroad, or even if you just get any kind of nausea during the day, or stomach cramps, or indigestion. It contains fennel, which the use of which dates back to ancient Egypt. They used fennel for digestive issues. Digize can be taken in a variety of ways. It has the oils of tarragon, juniper, anise, ginger, fennel, patchouli, peppermint, and lemongrass essential oils all in one bottle. You can put it in a gel capsule, a double up capsule. You can add it to water, maybe add another additional drop of peppermint. I've known my girlfriend had food poisoning, and somebody offered her one drop of Digize in a glass of water, and that sold her, and she's been a Young Living distributor ever since. Add 2 to 3 drops to honey for a tasty snack. It includes the natural occurring constituents of menthol, citrol, and zingiberine. It's just got a lot of really great oils in it. Panaway has been in every kit because we can't live without that either. Panaway combines peppermint, wintergreen, clove, and heliochrysum as one of our best-selling blends. As far as applying it topically for headaches or jaw pain or bone healing or any of that, this and Deep Relief are really 2 great oils to have around. It has a naturally occurring constituent in wintergreen called methyl salicylate, which is a natural type of aspirin effect. It also has gamma curcumin, menthol, and eugenol in it. It has a stimulating aroma. This is great for applying after exercise topically. And you can use it as a massage oil if you add it to V6. It's a great massage oil. And then we have Stress Away, which promotes wellness. It may be an important part of daily health regime. Combines lime, vanilla, copaiba, lavender, ocotea, and cedarwood essential oils. It has some naturally occurring constituents of beta caryophyllene. Beta caryophyllene, I just want to mention, copaiba is 55% beta caryophyllene, and beta caryophyllene is an anti-inflammatory constituent. So, you might not think that Stress Away could be used for inflammation, but it can. It has alpha humulene in it as well. This is good for stabilizing blood viscosity. It's got limonene, which is going to uplift your spirits, cedrol, and linalool. This is a really powerful blend, and I think we take it, we don't realize how powerful it is. And if you're familiar with the aroma freedom technique, Stress Away, frankincense, and lavender are the 3 oils that you can use to reset your purpose and your outlook on life. Look up aroma, let's see, oh, thank you. The aroma reset technique, you can look up this, but go to aromafreedom.com and check out AFT, or the aroma freedom technique. So we have a lot of oil infused products, but you may not know that these 3 bundles here are actually essential reward bundles. This essential rewards bundle for personal care down here in the lower right, it comes with the satin facial scrub, it comes with the lavender shampoo, it comes with the bath bombs, it comes with the Thieves toothpaste, the black soap, and the dental floss, and they throw in a free loofah sponge that's got a YL insignia logo on it. These are essential reward packs. And many people are not familiar that if you buy a pack, like the Ningxia Red pack or the Thieves pack, that you're actually saving much more money in the long term. And if you need a couple of these items, why not just go ahead and get the pack? We have a pack for our fitness, we have one for our home, and we have one for personal care. So I just wanted to tell you, we have many oil infused products, and maybe you weren't aware of the Essential Rewards packs. Love, I don't know if this is cutting, it might be cutting it off, yeah. Love Young Living, share it and repeat it. And I'm going to tell you why you want to share with your community. Because every time they get a premium starter kit, you will get a fast start bonus. If you enroll them, Young Living will thank you and pay you a 25% commission on the personal PV of each new person that you sponsor for the first 3 months. If you sponsor Sally and she orders 200 PV worth of product, your 25% commission is $50. Not to mention the premium starter kit bonus, which is another $25. So that could literally be $75 in commissions. Now, if they only order the premium starter kit, you're going to get $50 every single time. And you know, most people out there, all they want is to make enough money to pay for their oils. And so this is what I'm encouraging you to do. Share this Young Living lifestyle, and you will gain benefit both in being able to use the oils for yourself, but gaining money to help you pay for those oils. There's another option that when you train that person that you signed up to sign up somebody, you make 10% of their total PV order, of their first order. So that's going to be the highest commissions that you make in the beginning. After that, it drops to 8%, 5%, 5%, and 4%, I believe, depending on your rank and all of that kind of thing. But this is when you can get the biggest bang for your buck. This is when you can make the most to put back into the products that you want for yourself. And so when Sally sponsors a new member like Bill, you earn 10% of Bill's PV for the first 3 months, and Sally receives the 25% bonus for Bill's first 3 months. You're going to receive 25% of 200 PV. That's $50 times 3 if she does it for 200 PV for 3 months. And then you're going to get 10% of 150 PV, equaling 15 times 3, which is $45, giving you a total for the first 3 months of $195. And that's really helpful. So teach other people to become Young Living members. Tell them that we have a generous compensation plan and that we have wholesale pricing, giving them 24% off of retail pricing. Talk to them about essential rewards, about exclusive experiences that we have, about our community, and about the education that we give you, and about the recognition that not only Young Living gives, but that we as team members give each other. I was on a call last night, and one of our call members made executive, and she'd just gotten her little executive pin, and We all cheered her on. She deserved to be congratulated. It's just so much fun. We do have a very generous compensation plan. And remember to tell them about the advantage of being on Essential Rewards. In the first 3 months, they're going to get 10% back in Essential Rewards points. And we're starting to call this loyalty rewards now. Loyalty rewards, it's going to take me a minute to learn that. But after the 4th month, then from the 4th to the 24th month, that goes up to 20%. And many of us have been on for more than 25 months. So we get 25% of our PV put back into product points. And then we get to just spend that on things that we want, additional things that we want. I love spending my points, especially if I have something like, oh my gosh, I'm out of inner defense. And so I'll put in a shop order and then I get it for like, if I put in $100 order, I get it for free. I basically get it for free shipping. So you want to take the advantage of economy shipping on orders of $100 or more, and teach your people this as well. Teach your people this. So you can change, your life can change at Young Living, and you can be empowered through wellness, purpose, and abundance. My life has been enhanced through my experiences with Young Living. And the best thing about Young Living is that the class that I just shared with you, you can share with anyone that you want. The slide is, it comes with a script. All of this is at your fingertips. Most of my classes, I want to share with you. I want to share all my classes with you. I want you to share. I had a gal tonight, she called me, and I'm just going to tell you who she is. Her name is Mindy Heidkamp, and she had recently moved to Florida, and she had her first class down there tonight, and she placed 3 premium starter kits. And so that gave her $150, which you'll get in next month's check. Plus, she started them on a path of wellness. And she's putting them under a person that she had signed up on the 16th of January. So she's actually going to have 4 signups this month. That's incredible. And she said, I'm going to get back into this because I love sharing the oils. Now, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you have questions on or need help on enrollment or getting started, or how do I enroll people, this is the time to ask those questions. So that's the end of our slide presentation. I'm going to stop the share, and I'm just going to ask you, do you have any questions about what I covered tonight?
Well, I do. Of course, it's Nancy Batson.
Thank you, Nancy. It sounded like quiet mice. Nobody was.
Yeah, I know. I've got 2 people I'd like to get started, and I'm not even sure how to go about it without, I fear being pushy, and I've gotten both of them very interested. I put up some posts on Facebook about the Christmas oils, or the oils, of ancient scripture and stuff. And I got some interest from that, but I'm not as comfortable as a lot of people are. I just need a script or something, I think, more than anything, because I get lost sometimes when I start thinking about what's the compensation again, and what's this and what's that. I just get scared to try and put that forth.
I totally understand where you're coming from, Nancy, and I think that it would be really helpful if we actually started some one-on-one training.
Yes.
Are you ready to do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to send you some emails, and we'll get you started in that training.
Good.
Yeah, because the thing is that you need to have in your mind that you are here to help people, not think about you are here to push people.
Yes,
And so we just need to change our mindset.
right.
Part of our training includes that. Plus, it goes through the compensation and it will help you to feel more confident and more competent. So, Nancy, I'm going to start
Good.
you tomorrow morning. I'm going to send you a number of emails. You have to
Okay,
do the work, but we're going to get together. And this is open for anyone. You know,
good.
I
Yeah.
understand some people are too busy to do this right now, and that's okay. But Nancy, if you've got the time, I got the, I got the wherewithal.
I'll
I'll
make
be
the
there for you.
time.
Yep,
Yeah.
good, good. We'll do this, and
Good.
you'll be thrilled to get those first 2 signups once you get this training under your belt.
Yes, yeah. And another thing is my garden club called, our president called, and they're doing a Zoom presentation, I think in February, and they've got a speaker coming. And she called me because she knew that I did essential oils. And she said, I'm not sure what she's with. It's do something. And I said, oh yes, I understand who she's with, you know, doTERRA. And so and I said, she's welcome to come and speak. I don't have a problem with that as long as she's not trying to sell, you know, to our club. And I feel the same way. I would love to give presentations to our club and get them interested without saying, okay, now you need to buy a kit, you know. And I don't think that I want someone from doTERRA coming in and doing that in our small garden club. It's a neighborhood club, and you know, I just feel like, you know, I am giving a presentation in the fall. I'm not sure what it's going to be on, but it's going to be on herbs and oils. And you know, I just don't want her kind of, you know, confusing people. You know what I'm trying to say, with inferior products.
Well, I will tell you that she will probably um, do just that.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
afraid so.
That's her opportunity,
Yeah.
you see.
And she's not a member of the club. She's just someone from Belleville that's going to speak.
So
So
why are you not taking that speaker?
because my